a great mix of folks in attendance today. We see some vacationers, some locals, all gathering together here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins.
Fans, welcome to the field. Your 2026 Miami Dolphins.
To kick off, here's Riley Patterson. And here we go from Miami. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So I'll have the Falcons for their first possession. At the helm for him, the former first-rounder back in that 2020 draft, Tua Tagovailoa.
You talk to teammates of Tua Tagovailoa, and they will tell you the same thing, that when he is on, he can be as accurate as any quarterback in this league. But some injuries, some coaching changes, some instability have marred a little bit of that development for the Southpaw.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
2nd down, here's Tua. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And out of bounds he goes after picking up just one. They're going to try for something better now on 3rd down.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Back to throw, Tua. Pass complete to Robinson. He's tackled after a gain of about 13. And it's going to be 1st down Falcons.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator too.
Man in motion out of the slot. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another carry for Robinson. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Now Tua to throw. To the outside. That catch is made by Dotson. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
They put a receiver in motion right. Tua. And the Russians going to win this rep. They get to it. Tyrell Dotson. And it's going to be 2nd and 13.
It's taken them a minute, hasn't it, Kate, to find some resistance. And hopefully that's the start of a consistent push they can have up front that really does prevent some of these longer drives as this game goes on.
On 2nd down, Tua. Fits it through, but contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just 3rd down now.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his favorite was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical, and that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Third and long for him here. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And out of bounds he goes, well short of that marker. That brings up fourth down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Falcons field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And the kick by Folk is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, well, it went right through.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Starting from the 5. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. Calling the shots at quarterback, the 5th-year dual threat out of Liberty. Here's Malik Willis.
There were sure a lot of people quick to write off Malik in his career after a rough start to it. But we've seen this resurrection, this whole process take place in today's NFL. Just when you think somebody's a bust, well, they show up and make plays.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Willis to the air. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Got to help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that. That was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Willis. That's caught. Devon Achane. They give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set a 3rd and very short.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
That last catch looked good enough for the first, but they're going to need another inch or two here on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up here with Achane. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard.
You felt it the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a first down.
On to punt on 4th down. It's Bradley Pinion. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the 2nd time. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They motion Dotson over left. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Caught, nice game left side. Stop finally made, but well downfield. Picked up about 24 before it. And that is good for an Atlanta first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Running left is Robinson. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. It was Tyrell Dotson with the tackle.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Tagovailoa now. Throwing the out route complete. Looks like about 7 on the completion before he headed out of bounds. Third down coming up.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball off on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Try and run here with Robinson. Forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the first down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Going to the ground again on first. It's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down. Now, you take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
Throwing on second down, it's Tagovailoa. He's keeping it. They get to him, take him down after a gain of 3. And that's going to be good for a Falcons first down.
Trust. Kate, it is such a big part of playing the quarterback position. Yeah, you got to trust you can make the right reads in the passing game, but sometimes these little runs that just get that first down, it gains further equity, further trust with your play caller, and most importantly, gives you a first down for the offense.
All right, with Robinson from the pistol. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. RPO quickly into the hands of Dotson. And he gets this forward to the 19. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Tagovailoa. He gets it right back to Dotson. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
All right, I'll go pistol set here. Robinson crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Robinson, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And they take a 10-0 lead here in our first quarter.
10. Dolphins, nothing.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Jukes away from one. And it's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So Miami headed out for its second drive of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. This gets forward to around the 29. Azeez Ojulari getting there for the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Achane from the pistol. Escapes the defender. Arrives at the 40. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First down, and they go right back to it. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Running back sent in motion. 2nd down carry for Achane. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of 1. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're back for the second quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. They run the counter to Achane. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, here's Willis. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Xavier Watts picks it. The 50. He's at the 30. The 10. And he brings it back for the pick 6 and the Atlanta touchdown.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
Folk on now to try the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that makes this a 3-possession game.
Dolphins nothing. Nick Folk.
Well, Brock,
to kick
hopefully
off
some
for
short
Atlanta.
memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Has this at the 6. We dodged the tackle. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Willis now. Contact is there, and that's going to break up the catch. Incomplete pass.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. They go play action. Here's Willis. Into the hands of Dulcich. He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And that's going to be a Dolphins first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They pitch it to Achane. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Willis. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Willis to throw it. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Talk about an impact play from the Dolphins. 30 yards.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Achane, a 1st down carry. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
He's got it near the 8. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes...
What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's home to the ground. And they need to regroup here, partner, ahead of this 2nd and goal.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. But that's a situation where you got to know on 1st down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the 1st row.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's not going to get away. Pressure takes him down at the 19. That's Christian Harris. And a big loss there of 10 yards. It is 4th and goal.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
The kick by Patterson is good. And the gap closes to 14 points.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense overloading left side. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And a big chunk picked up on that play. Over 20, and he gets him the first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Here's Robinson up the middle. There's the stop. Damage finally comes to an end after a 17-yard pickup. And it's going to be 1st down Falcons.
It's a gain of 17
Let's see, first it was a pass. Now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They motion a receiver left. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
So 2nd and 13 now after that last catch wound up losing him 3 yards. Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they can still do their damage.
Throw here, 3rd down. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to be hauled to the ground with a 1st down in tow, Brock. Give him 9 on that play.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Robinson on the inside give. All the way, and that's an Atlanta touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Folk on now to try the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And lead now 21.
Falcons 24, Dolphins 3.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. This return starts at the 5. Shoves him off. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Willis. Drops this one off. It's Gordon. They wind up with a quality 16-yard pickup on that play. They get the first down, too.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
Hand off to Gordon. Crosses midfield, still going. And he works this down to the 41. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Throwing on 2nd. Willis. Has it downfield, working the left. Defense finally able to close on this after a gain of about 24. And that's going to be good for a Dolphins' first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
On the give, it's Gordon. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Now Willis looking to throw on 2nd down. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here's Willis to the air. And down he goes. The defense got to him right around the 26. Mason Smith. And that's going to bring us to 4th down and our 2-minute warning. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this. Facing 4th down, Dolphins bringing out the field goal unit. This is going to be Riley Patterson to do the honors. First field goal was good. His 2nd look from inside of 45 yards. The kick by Patterson is good. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Jukes away from one. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Falcons, running back Bijan Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Picked up a few on that 1st down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. Looks like about 7 on the completion before he headed out of bounds. 3rd down coming up.
I got a hunch, as busy as this tight end has been here in the 1st half, this defense, they're going to make some adjustments, and I think it started right there. A whole lot tighter coverage that time.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. This is going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
4th down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. Malik Washington will return this for the Dolphins. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Miami offense headed out there now. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Willis. And he can't pull this one in. That's incomplete. 2nd time he hasn't been able to bring in a catchable ball. Keep an eye on that. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
That drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And they're going to get there and bring him down. That's just inside the 10-yard line. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Approaching the final minute here before halftime. 3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and that hit knocks it free, incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Escapes a defender. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Falcons, running back Bijan Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. And they'll need to be judicious in using that final timeout, Brock, but they still could put a scoring drive together before the break. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Drive begins here with Robinson. And gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. To throw, Tagovailoa. Contact is made. He's hit and dropped back across midfield at the 44. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively. But listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Tua looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And out of bounds he goes, well short of that marker. That brings up fourth down.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that third down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
On again comes Jake Bailey to punt this away. Washington deep to return. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. He dodged the tackle. He was brought down here, but they will take it 18 yards and a first. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Willis looking to throw. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here comes Malik Washington. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Dolphins getting their offense out there to start off this second half. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. The play fake now. Willis to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
2 yards.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Couple of yards on the catch leaves them 2nd and 8. Throwing is Willis. And he had it, but he lost it on that hit. So a nice early defensive play out of the locker room to break up that catch. It's now 3rd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. To the air on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas. angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
They'll try the middle with Gordon. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Divine Diablo there on the tackle.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, in the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the first down play.
Willis to throw it. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down. Had a man in the area, Brock, but correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think he was trying to hit him there. It looked like he was just getting rid of that football.
I'm not going to correct you. You're right. And that's really a compliment to this defense. You saw the guy. He had his man, but the coverage, well, it was too good, and he didn't trust that throw.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Third and long. They're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be fourth and maybe a yard.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still fourth down.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. Oh, and they're going to fake this one. Pass caught. And he's hauled down before he can pay off that gamble as their creativity is rewarded with a turnover on downs.
Well, they tried the fake, but no one was fooled. Defenders saw right through that attempt to sell that punt. Clearly, this squad did their homework this week, and they knew that was coming on fourth down.
The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. First and 10 now from the 46. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from a back who knows how to read his blocks, Kate, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. They'll run the draw with Robinson. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
That's pretty much textbook defense right there and how to stop a draw play. Guys near the line, keeping their eyes in the backfield, and then you collapse all running lanes as soon as he got the ball.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Tagovailoa back to throw. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. And they win that rep to force a 4th and 12.
Man-to-man coverage, it does not have to last forever. It just needs to last long enough for one of those rushers to reach the quarterback. Cover guys did their jobs, and so did he in dropping the quarterback.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Willis. When the drive nearly ends on the first play, he had the interception but dropped it. That means it's second down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is second down. Willis now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down. And after the play, one of the Falcons still out there injured, so we'll get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Staying with Robinson. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
He was taken down.
Anytime you dial up a blitz and you catch them running the draw like that, Brock, the D coordinator is going to be patting himself on the back right there.
He is, and not only for the call, but the execution of his player as well. Because you call blitz, Kate, sometimes they can just run with their hair on fire. He had the awareness to stop that draw before it could get started.
Middle of the field, got his man, it's Pitts. Man, he's going to be stopped well short of where he hoped he might get. Call it about 8 on that pass. And now you can call it 4th down. That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. Tagovailoa to throw on 4th down. Gets this one to London. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the 1st.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
And some good running after the catch. He's able to turn that into a gain of 7 on 1st.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Dolphins' 9-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. RPO and quickly into the hands of Dotson. And we might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Jahan Dotson. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Tagovailoa has his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London from 2 yards out. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Folk on now to try the point after. Sent right down the middle and good. And they pad their lead by 1.
Falcons 31, Dolphins 6.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Washington now to return. Making some progress here. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Dolphins and Malik Willis ready for this next possession. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. First down now, ball at the 33. They pitch it to him. And they get him down after a gain of 10. But great effort on his part pays off with the first down.
A gain of 10 yards.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They kick the running back in motion. They go play action. Here's Willis. Caught by Gordon out of the backfield. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
A give to Gordon, running left. He's going to have about 9 yards, it looks like, as he's forced towards that sideline. And that is a Miami first down.
A gain of 9
Ooh,
yards.
I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
So first down from the 41. Tight end going in motion here. Willis. Dulcich hauls it in. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock at second down.
It's a gain of
Small
9.
pass,
Brings
big
up
result.
second and a
This dude
yard.
is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on second. Now it's Gordon. Man, this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. Third down coming up. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Here's Willis to the air. And he's going to be taken down back at the 39. James Pierce. And that's going to take us to 4th and 9.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
So out now comes the punter. And we'll see if they kick or try their luck at another fake pass. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. He's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field and tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Tua on 1st and 10. Still perfect since halftime, Brock. 5 for 5 passing. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Another carry for Robinson. And they've got a first down. Give him a gain of 13 on that previous play.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
1st and 10 from the 43. Running here with Bajan. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
Well, you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's Tua. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now Tagovailoa to throw. He's got a man, but he can't make the catch. And hit just a little too much. Breaks up that big play as 3rd down goes unanswered.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Dolphins who have the ball, hoping they can flip the script because this game has been a nightmare for them so far. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. And it's going to be Gordon who gets it to start this 4th quarter. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Ball carrier, Divine Diablo on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Willis. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Back now, pressure coming. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that's going to be a Dolphins first down.
so critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
New set of downs from 37. On the run, it's Gordon. Give him a couple on that carry. Second down coming up. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. And they'll pitch it out to him. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, you call that toss play. It's almost like a challenge to cornerbacks, Kate. You're challenging their will and their want to. Can they get down there in time to make contact behind the line? In this case, well, challenge accepted and mission accomplished.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Pass play coming here. Brought in right side. A little excitement on that completion, but in the end, not able to challenge for the first down. It's 4th down.
An 8-yard gain.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Desperation time here on 4th. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. It's Robinson again. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
What a great opportunity for him. You can almost feel that bounce in his step. Facing a southpaw, and he gets to rush the blind side. Well, anytime he beats that right tackle, it just comes down to his closing speed and his finishing ability at the quarterback.
No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
Typically by this point, with this kind of lead late in the game, you don't see the ball pushed down the field. Now, there's part of me that kind of likes it because you're giving your backups an opportunity to play. There's also a part of me where, you better be careful because I don't think this defense is going to forget it.
3rd and long for him here. Boy, this offense staying on skates. It's another loss here. Josh Uche. And it's going to be, oh my goodness, Brock, 4th and 25.
Staring down, that down in distance, it was going to take some type of big play offensively to extend the drive. But all that sack did was create a bigger play for the defense.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. Throwing is Willis. Screen here. It's Gordon. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down. On the ground here with Gordon. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Willis looking to throw. That's caught. He's got Washington. This is going to be good for a new set of downs. In the end, about 16 yards on that play.
16 yards.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Willis to throw it. Rushes right there as he releases it. And it goes nowhere near the target. Lucky to avoid a sack there, Brock. It is 2nd down.
Okay, I would characterize this one as a clunker. I mean, just in every way, and especially here in the 2nd half. This defense has just dominated this poor offense.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Throwing out to the left, cut! And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is a Dolphins 1st down.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Willis in the pistol. And the rush is going to win this rep. They get to him. And after the play, it's 2nd down now and 17.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Last play sent him back across midfield here, 2nd and long. This is Gordon. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
This coordinator trying to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
The Falcons go a nickel, 3rd down. They'll throw it. We've got a screen to the running back. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. Desperation time here. He lofts one deep, center of the field. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Now here come the Falcons on offense. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard. But like architects, they might want to see just how high they can take it.
And we're going to know here in just a second on how they attack these opening plays. Do they opt to take it easy, play conservative, or just keep stepping on that gas?
1st and 10 now from the 46. Here's Robinson up the middle. Jukes away from one. Off to the races, middle of the field. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Much like they have throughout this entire game, Brock, the opportunities to score just keep arriving, and that lead just keeps growing.
Just the best part of team sports, right? One side feeds the other side, that feeds the other side, and it's just an inferno right now that's led to a lopsided score up there.
Folk on now to try the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that adds yet another to their lead.
Dolphins 6.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Washington now to return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Hand off to Gordon. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
He's taken down at the
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. On to give, it's Gordon. Brought down after a gain of about 5. That gives them a 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
Well, that play right there, that one is wide linemen. They run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs could go do their job.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. And I'll try the middle with Gordon. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins trying to do some window dressing. Falcons bringing out an extra defensive back for 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. The give here to Gordon. Good running. He rips off about 7. They're still short. 4th down coming up.
Mike Hughes brought him down. A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds it beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And it's not quite a full game shutout.